Hey everybody, my name is Lauren. I'm here today to go over some techniques and fundamentals on our stance, our punches, and our kicks. First, we're going to get into our fighter stance. That's our left foot forward, our right foot back. You don't want to be in a straight line. You want to make sure you have enough space, almost like you can run a straight line through your feet. Alright, so your right foot is pointing to the right. You're going to put your hands up by your face, basically protecting yourself from any punches that are going to be thrown your way. Next is called southpaw, where you're going to end up putting your right foot front, your left foot back, your hands up by your face. You lead with a right jab, left cross, right hook. Next we're going to go into our punches. It's going to be your fighter stance, left foot front, right foot back, hands up by your face. We're going to lead with our ones and our twos. Before we punch, I want to point out, you want to make sure your thumbs are over your fists. Alright, and on our jab, our left jab is going to be step with your foot and punch out. So it's jab, pull back, jab, pull back. Also make sure you're keeping your right hand up by your face. So it's jab, pull back, jab, pull back. Next is going to be our two, which is our right cross. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to punch out. Just make sure you turn on the hips and pivot that back foot. So it's cross, cross, cross. Putting those together would be jab, cross, jab, cross, step, cross, jab, cross. Next we're going to get into our hooks, which are our threes and fours. Again, you're going to get into your fighter stance, left foot front, right foot back. You're going to have your hands up by your face, so your elbows are tucked down. You're going to end up with your three is going to be your left hook. You're going to come around and hook, hook. You don't want to pivot your front foot unless you're leading with that leg. So if you're not leading with the leg, you do not pivot the front foot. So it's going to be hook, hook. When you hook, you also want to make sure that you're forming an L. So your arm should look like an L. On the four, you're going to come around, you're going to hook. You're going to end up pivoting your back foot. So pivot, back to center. Hook, hook. So this is your 3, 4. Next we're going to get into our fives and six, which are our uppercuts. Again, you're going to get into your fighter stance, so it's left foot front, right foot back, hands up by your face. Your five is going to be your left uppercut. You're going to come down and up. When you come down and up, you don't want to go straight. You want to go more at an angle. So it's uppercut. Number 6 is going to be your right uppercut. You're going to come down and under. Again in that angle, and I also pivot my back foot. So it's uppercut. So here's your 5, 6. Next, we're going to get into our body shots. That's going to be punches 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you're going to get into your fighter stance, left foot front, right foot back. You're going to get down lower. You're going to come down. It's going to be basically 7 is going to be a left hook to the ribs. 8 is going to be a right hook to the ribs. So it's 7, 8. Again, you're going to pivot that back foot on the 8. 7, you're just going to come straight in for the hook. 9, as you do 7 and 8, you're going to stay low. You're going to come in for the jab cross. So it's going to be 9 with the jab, 10 with the cross. Then you pull back. So I can take that again from the top. It's 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull back. Alright, next we're going to get into our kicks. We're going to have our front kick, our side kick, and our back kick. Last will be our round kick. So I'll take you through. First, for our front kick, you're going to have your feet hip width apart, hands up by your face. If you're going to do a right kick, you're going to lift. You're going to stand on the left leg, lift your right leg. You're going to flex your foot, kick straight out, up, and down. So it's up, press, in, down. Up, press, in, down. Same thing would be for the left. You're going to stand on your right leg, lift that left leg, you're going to press out, in, down. So up, press, in, down. As I do that, I make sure I engage my core. It helps with my stability so I don't fall over. Alright, next one is going to be our side kick. Again, you're going to have your feet hip width apart, hands up by your face. If you're going to do a right kick, I'm going to stand on that left leg. I'm going to lift my right leg, press it out to the side, make sure my foot is flexed, in and down. So it's up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Same thing for the left side. I would lift my left leg, press out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. It's not about having your kicks being high. You just want to make sure you're balanced and kick it low. Next, we're going to get into our back kicks. Same thing with your feet being hip width apart. Hands up by your face. You're going to lift that leg. You're going to press back as if you're stamping on the wall behind you. In and down. So it's up, press, in, down. Up, press, in, down. Same for the left leg. You're going to lift that leg. You're going to press it back. Stomp on that wall behind you. Bring it in and down. Up, press, in, down. Last, we have our roundhouse kick. So basically what I think of is this. I'm going to strike with my shoelaces, and you're going to point your toes in this one. This is the only kick where you point your toes. All the other ones, your foot is going to be flexed. Again, you're going to have your feet hip width apart before in your starting position. Hands up by your face. If I'm going to throw a right roundhouse kick, I'm going to step out with my left. I'm going to lift my right heel towards my butt. I'm going to point my toes. I'm going to strike and pull back in. Reset. So it's step out, lift the heel toward the butt, point your toes, strike, in, and down. I'm going to do a left roundhouse kick. Again, start with your feet hip width apart. I'm going to step out with my right foot. I'm going to bring my heel towards my butt, point my toes, strike with my shoelaces, bring it in and down. So it's up, strike, in, down. Those are our kicks. Also on the roundhouse kick, I also want to throw in a tip there. You want to make sure as you kick, your knee is facing forward and not up. So again, I'm going to take a right roundhouse kick. I'm going to step out, lift my heel to my butt, point my toes, strike with my shoelaces. My knee is facing forward. Now we're going to get into our squats. Beginning our squats, you're going to get your feet hip width apart. You're going to center your weight. You're going to engage your core. You're going to sit back as if you're sitting in a chair. You want to make sure your knees are aligned behind the toe. And just make sure you can wiggle your toes in your sneakers. So you're going to come down, push up to the heel, and back up to the top. So sitting those hips down, back as if you're sitting in a chair, and back up to the top. Okay, next we're going to get into the lunges. You're going to have your one foot in front, the other in back. You're going to make sure your hips and your shoulders are squared off. Your right foot, you want to make sure when you come down that your knee is aligned behind your toe. And your back leg, you want it as back as you can get it, as much as you can tolerate. Okay, so basically you're going to drop both knees down towards the floor and push back up. Again, I'm making sure my front knee is aligned behind my toe. My back knee, I think I'm going down straight to the floor. Keeping my hips and my shoulders square. Up. Next, I'm going to show you how to get into plank position. You're going to get your hands down to the floor, walk your feet back. You want to make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. You're looking down so that your neck is neutral. You want to engage your core and your glutes so that you're in one straight line. If you feel like you're sinking, just push up to those shoulders. Next, I'm going to show you the modified version of the plank. You can come down onto your forearms. Also make sure you keep your core engaged as well as your glutes. Your glutes should be down, your butt should be down. You should be in a straight line. Next, I'm going to show you how to do a burpee. Basically, first one will be a modified version. Where you're going to reach your hands up. I'll go side so you can see the full view. You're going to put your hands up. You're going to reach down. Your hands should be right down in front of your toes. You're going to walk one leg back, then the other. Relax those shoulders. You want to bring one foot in and the other foot in and reach back up to the top. Next will be the progression version of a burpee, which is reach up, bring your hands down in front of you, jump those feet back, jump them back in, jump up to the top. I'm going to show you how to do mountain climbers. Again, I'll turn this way so you get the full view. You're going to basically start down in plank position. Your arms a little wider than shoulder width apart. You want to have your hips square, keeping that butt low. Modified version would be to bring your right knee in towards your nose, back out. Lead left knee into your nose, back out. In, out, in, out. The progression would be to run it in. That's where we're going to get a little more bounce. Again, making sure you keep your butt down. You're gonna run it in. So it's push, 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 push. We have our push up. I'm gonna go this way so you can see the full version again. You guys are gonna come up, you're gonna go down to plank position. Your hands are a little wider than shoulder width apart. Your feet can either be closer together or you can have them further apart for more stability. Basically, your elbows are gonna come out as you bring your chest down to the floor and you push back up. You wanna squeeze at the top. So it's down, chest towards floor, push up, squeeze to the top. Modified version would be to put your knees to the ground and then you're gonna cross your ankles. You're gonna do that same motion at the top where you bring your elbows out, chest towards the floor, up, push, squeeze at the top. It's down, up, squeeze at the top.